Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, I had this discussion yesterday during the stress management day one masterclass, and the main thing that we all talked about is the importance of stress management. And one of the things that people get so stressed about are things that they cannot control, right? One of the things that we can control is ourselves. We can manage our own emotions. We have to learn to manage our own emotions, our mindsets as well. Where do you intend to focus your mind on? And I remember during COVID time when people were asked to stay home, and it was something that is stressful for a lot of people because it is something they have never experienced before. And there were increase in cases of abuse, domestic abuse, whether it is a spousal level or whether it is the children's level or is it the domestic helper level. And it starts with the home as well, because people tend to, especially people who are not brave, they are not resilient, they don't dare fight with people outside who are stronger than them or more who have a physical ability compared to them. They will tend to hurt people who are weaker than them or people who trust them. And this is where childhood trauma happens in people if they are not addressed. And that's the first thing that happens. So God forbid that this happens again whenever people are feeling stressed out. And that's why this topic on stress management is so critical. It is so important right now. And this is something I want to invite every one of you to. Let's focus on the solutions. And whenever there is any problem, there are always solutions. Only we have not used those solutions, or we never thought of those solutions, or we have not asked or learned about those solutions. And that's why it is so important to keep ourselves in a community where we get to learn from other people who have different knowledge compared to ours. And that's how we can improve our lives and also thrive during uncertain times. And why is it uncertain? Because things are moving, things are changing, things are developing. The world right now is going through geopolitical changes. There's inflation, there's financial crisis in some countries, there's climate crisis in some countries. And all of this can be improved. Their lives can be improved when they learn to take action that is not doing things that will be sustaining those problems. And that's why this coming 3 days, another 2 more days, today and tomorrow will be the last 2 days of the stress management training. And this is something that I will be doing for those who registered. And the other thing I mentioned is that I'm offering this training, the stress management training, because that stress management training is so critical right now. And people need this. People need to learn to do this, at least learn to do this now before things start to escalate and they cannot handle, the changes that's happening in the world. And we are going through changes. And it's not all bad, because anything that we are going to experience, any sense of improvement, is going to go through some challenges and going to go through some pressure that we will experience. And the thing is to go through that pressure and come out to the other side and understanding how you have dealt with it and start thriving. So let's go through this in a community. And I am having this session. Today is the second day. Tonight at 9 p.m. Singapore, Malaysia time is the second day. Tomorrow will be the third day. And you know what? This training is included. It is totally FOC, free of charge, when you register for the Resilient Community training, the masterclass. And that is happening starting May the 1st. Okay, so whoever registers to be in the Resilient Community on the 1st of May, June, July, until end of July, it's going to be a 90-day training. And it's going to be a community discussions. And we are going through things that are happening right now in VUCA times, which is the stress management part, the mindset shifts, the personal development. The second one that we'll be doing is your income growth. You cannot do your business the same way that you did like even last year. It has to start to transform. And what is those strategies that you can start applying right now is to prepare you for anything that happens in the VUCA times. And this is something we'll be addressing as well. So income potential, there will be other opportunities. There will be people offering opportunities as well to grow your incomes, and that is relevant in this VUCA times. And then the next one is sustainability. You know, with food prices coming up, and people are saying about the food scarcity, that's where you have to start to learn on how to create and plant your own food from your own house, whether it's in your flat, your apartment. Start doing that. And what can you start with first? This is something we're bringing some amazing people who are already doing this to be sharing this knowledge with all of you. And the last session, the last pillar that we are also offering in this community is the social impact part. I believe when you help other people, your income will grow, not diminish. Your income will actually start evolving and start elevating and start increasing because you have a bigger purpose. Money goes where there is a purpose. So we will be also addressing your impact, your social impact, whether it's for people or planet. And it's so important that if you run a business, it has to add value to people and planet. All right. So these are the 4 areas that we will be covering in that 90 days. It's going to happen every week, masterclass, and it's only for half an hour. Tips or sharing that I will be putting it in the WhatsApp, and you will also be having your discussions with the other community members. And for now, until the 30th of April, it's going to be only $100 for 3 months. $100 flat. I tell you, this is something that, you know, I charge about $2,500 for a group community coaching or training. And this is something that I said, this is really critical right now for us to get people to take action. But why that $100 is because I want people who are committed. And I've seen people who are like, oh, I come in for free. They come in and they go and they don't do anything. They learn, sometimes they don't apply. And I'm wasting the knowledge that I have been sharing when they're not using those training. So this is something that I would like a commitment. And you know, if you invest that $100, you will also be sponsoring another person from a marginalized community into the program. So it's actually $100 for 2 people. But please don't say it, oh, me and my daughter will be coming in, and you are people who with income. Please don't lie like that, right? Because that is something that will have repercussions in your life as well. Yeah. So I don't want that. Let's be honest. Let's have integrity with our business transactions. It's $100. Come in. I'll sponsor another person in from a marginalized community that I know has the attitude only that they may not be from the income level where they can invest in that. And you know what? I have even asked some of the people from the marginalized community, go and get yourself a sponsor. When you get yourself a sponsor, you are also being resilient. How can you start creating something from little or no resources? Let's start with that first. And then we'll move on with the actual content on the 1st of May onwards. But whoever registers in, you come into the WhatsApp group, you will have all the networking. I'll give you whatever tools I have at the moment. We'll have group discussions. And if you happen to be in Malaysia or in Singapore, you're welcome to come to either Johor or Kuala Lumpur, where we will be doing like a hands-on some training as well. But that travel will be at your own cost. And this is something I would love to be working with all of you, right? So lots of love and respect, everyone. Let's make this happen. I know a couple of months ago we have been planning on developing our business in the Gulf countries, and with what's happening over there, I know a lot of people in the Gulf countries are also looking to network with people in Asia. So this is also a very good time for us to start networking with one another. Okay, so let's do this. Let's all come together and create a better world through love and respect, through positive community. And despite all those things that I see online, I do see it in my feed where people are, they are attacking other communities, other faiths, other belief systems and all that. When all of us unite, letting go of all those differences, whether it is your beliefs, whether it is your faith, but you are actually looking to add value in this world and you want to do good, we all come together. Let's all do good together. Let's all spread love and respect. And this is what it is. But it's a time right now where we need to be resilient, because this is not, I won't say this is an easy time that we are all going through. And I'm not going to say it's going to get worse or it's going to get better. All I say is you can thrive in any situation as long as you know your community and as you know your intentions, your mindsets. Let's all come together. All right? Love and respect, everyone. So there's still time. You can still come in. And I'll see you tonight at 9 p.m. Singapore and Malaysia time. Bye.